All right, and in 1A, Monroe Central is at South Adams. This is a rematch of a game we saw earlier in the season where South Adams went down to their place and took care of business against Monroe Central. And also, that was in sectional 1A 43.
Yeah.
In 1A 44, Southwood at Northfield and North Miami at Adams Central. Monroe Central, South Adams, how do you see this one playing out? Because South Adams, all they do is score touchdowns.
They do.
Like they went up and made a long trip to Tri Central worth it for everybody that went.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think as long as South Adams doesn't run into nights like we had all day Saturday, where it was just rain and wind and crappy weather that's going to slow down that offense potentially, I think they are going to be really tough to beat in 1A. Now, Monroe Central, you beat them on the road by double digits, almost 20 points. It was the closest game of the year, one of the closest ones for South Adams. But you get them at home now. You get on your home turf. Should be able to take care of business. And I'm looking forward to that sectional championship potentially in sectional 44 with Adams Central and Southwood. Really impressed with how Southwood was able to come back last week against Cherubusco. Could be the fourth straight year those two teams match up.
And the one thing that strikes me about Adams Central is it's such a different cast of characters this season than we've seen with Logan Macklin and the Bates kid and just all the guys that carried the load for them the last couple seasons. It's like totally different names on Friday night. Blake Hirely just went over 1,000 yards. I mean, all they do is win football games, apparently, at Adams Central.
It's the complete opposite we got from Michael Mosier, because in our profession, we're told so much from coaches, we lost this, but we got these guys coming in, and they ended up falling off, right? We can all see it, but we don't say anything, but they fall off as inevitable. You have Michael Mosier come in, and we're all like, hey, you guys should be pretty. He's like, no, we got a new group. We'll be lucky.
No one's ever played football before.
It's like, we'll be lucky to finish top 3 in the ACAC. It's going to be a learning year. And then, what are they? 9-1 now.
Yeah.
Finished second in the ACAC and a favorite, I think, to win that sectional. So completely different than what we usually get from coaches.
Yeah, and North Miami's history of that program is pretty good.
Yeah.
But they have to go to Adams Central, and that can be dicey, I think.
To say the least. Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to here about Week 11? Because like I said at the top of the show, it's the first full slate. We got 6A, we got 5A, and really with last week we had so many games, especially fringe teams or teams outside of the city playing in the South Bend area, playing west of here. We didn't get a good look at everybody. This is like the greatest schedule that I've seen in a long time, where like so many teams are at home. We're going to get a chance to look at a lot of teams in person this coming Friday.
Definitely. I'm open for some surprises. I think the only real surprise we got last week was Fairfield beating Bluffton. I realized that was the only thing that really kind of, whoa. So I think this week maybe we get a couple other surprises. I think we're all rooting for some good games, but maybe some surprises here and there. And we'll see what happens. I think there are a lot of teams on that schedule that aren't favored, but if things go right, they could be around come mid-fourth quarter in a game.
If you had to pick a surprise, who would it be? I know that you said New Haven Marion.
I'm going to go with New Haven Marion. I was thinking Carroll Snyder, but I'm really confident that New Haven can get it done this week. I think Jimmy Lynn's got this team going in the right direction second half of the year. A lot of confidence out there in New Haven, and I think New Haven matches up very well on the turf against Marion.
All right, well, we'll see if it can happen on Friday night here in Week 11, and then we'll have it all wrapped up for you with a bow on. Maybe just the bow on Monday here on Inside the Zone. He's Justin. I'm Glenn. We'll see you next week.